Welcome back. Thank you for not changing the channel. We've got a lot more to talk about in the second half. But before we continue, I think I need to give my guest a little present that I dug up.
So this is our old school WWF tag team title.
Sorry, I've only got one.
This is old school. Where's we two?
Yeah, no, I'm really sorry. I can only dig up one.
This is real old. This is.
You're gonna have to share it.
Yeah, this is back in the day. The Heart Foundation. They all had this belt, and this is, you got to get that F out.
Well, hopefully one day you'll be holding the real thing.
Oh, yeah,
both of you will be holding the real thing.
Who's going to have this one? We'll share it, yeah?
You can have it.
I'll have it. This is nice. I'll keep that. Get used to this.
Okay, here's a little cheeky question for you guys. Yeah. I hope you, again, I hope you don't mind.
Yeah.
No, no.
I'm being a little bit cheeky, but I have to. Okay, are you guys single? Because I know every girl out there is wondering that question. Are you guys single?
I'm single.
I'm single, too.
You're both single?
Yeah.
What do you look for in a potential partner? And it's not for me. It's for all the ladies out there.
Not for you. This is you.
I want a bit of both. A bit of traditional, a bit of westernised. I like my very pretty girls. So I do like my tall girls. Tall, pretty.
I think everyone likes pretty girls.
Yeah. I want the ones that look after themselves.
Okay.
I hope the short guys ain't getting offended by this.
Yeah, no. He likes a short girl.
It's, pretty much similar with me. Old school tradition, religion, and the Western part, Don't want to have one of one, each, because it's a bit hard to incorporate.
I think the other one is to know a bit about respect as well.
And, yeah, be wrestling fans.
And wrestling fans, that's right, yeah.
They have to be wrestling.
She's got to wrestle. And she's got to wrestle with me as well.
That's going to be hard to find.
If I'm in the mood, I like to body slam someone. My wife has got to be there for that.
So I'm thinking you guys need, like, kind of curvy, like, big girls.
No. Not big, no. We don't want, China or anyone like that. That's another limit.
No, I like that. They have to be wrestling fans. That's going to be pretty hard.
They got to be wrestling. They got to be wrestling fans.
Funny enough, there's quite a few. We speak to so many fans out there, and a lot of them are girls, and they just I don't think they want to see the wrestling themselves. I think they just want to see people in spandex.
Yeah, no, guys. Yeah, in spandex.
We've had a lot of contacting us through our Twitter and emails, and they are making things for us already, like saying, "What's your postal address? We want to send you this." I don't want to get mad.
Posters for us.
I'm giving them Jazz's postal address.
I'm going to give them your number.
Nice. Okay, so are you guys? Well, sorry. Back to the interview. Are you guys full-time wrestlers, or do you do anything part-time as well?
No, we're still working.
Still working, yeah.
We finished our degrees, working. I do a lot of personal training, health advising work, but there's still obviously loads of jobs out there I want to still do. And with you,
I'm full-time office job, so.
Yeah, okay. What kind of work?
It's more it's computer processing, a bit of calling, customer base and whatnot. It's okay. But it's still a full-time job, It keeps me by, it funds for my wrestling side as well, so especially with the travelling costs and everything. So it's good. So I'm doing all of this stuff just for my wrestling.
Oh, nice. So you're like doing all the other stuff is to contribute towards wrestling.
Course, yeah.
That's really good. That's really good. Again, another cheeky question. Do you make good money doing pro wrestling, as in at your status, at your level?
Not as much as we want it to, but I mean, it's still because in the UK, you get promoters here, but if the promoters aren't as big as the major companies, they're not going to give you as much back. But we still get paid.
That's why we work, because we don't rely on that for the money. We want to rely on that as a hobby, but at the same time, until the big money comes in.
At the end of the day, even if it's one of those things, it's a passion. If we're one of the big leagues, if they want us to do it for free, we'd be more than happy to do it for free. Because we enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
So,
I love it, yeah, exactly.
I'll take a body slam, that's not a problem.
For free, it's fine, yeah.
No, actually true, because a lot of, actors, singers, etc., do what they do for free. Because it's their passion.
They love it.
And it gives them a break.
Of course.
Because people can see, okay, they've got talent, and even if they're doing it for free, one person to come watching, okay, these guys are the next star, this guy is the next star, bang, and then they get into the major federation or the same contract,
when you're working, that work is being done for your boss and your and some of the customers. But when you're a wrestler or an actor or something, you're doing it for yourself and your fans, who are happy for you to do it, and you're giving them enjoyment out of it, and that's the best thing about it.
So how often do you, when you guys pro wrestle, how often do you do it? What events do you do it at? Whereabouts do you do it?
All over the country, basically.
Okay.
We've got quite a few promoters, bothering us these days. So I mean, we'll have one show, and then all of a sudden you'll see a promoter from another end, and they'll call you up and say, well, we wouldn't mind if you do a show for us as well. So I think it's more of a personal image as well. A lot of the wrestlers, I'm not saying this in a bad way, some of them not in very good shape. They do the wrestling, they're very good at the wrestling, but then they don't have that self-image.
If you look at them on a poster, you would think, who's that? Like, that guy's not like Hulk Hogan or anything. He's just like, Dave from down the road.
Yeah.
So you'll think, is this guy, do I want to see Dave wrestle?
I think pro wrestling is one of those things where, as long as you've got the image, even if your wrestling's not very good, you'll get further.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you've got both,
larger than life.
If you've got both, then that's amazing. Yeah. So
that's really cool. That's really cool. So how often do you guys work out? How often do you train, etc.?
Every day.
Every day. I'm at the gym for 5 times a week, and then on top of that, then I've got my wrestling side, which I do professional wrestling, amateur wrestling, and shoot wrestling about 4 or 5 times a week as well. So about 9 times a week.
Whoa.
So it's hard.
What's that like? Is it really painful, or really annoying?
I'm already in pain.
It's hard.
But then the thing is, I think the good thing about working as well, it keeps you in a routine.
Yeah.
Because if you've got loads of time off, you're not in that routine. But when you're at work, when your breaks are, you can have your diet perfectly. Because it's not just working out; you've got to have a great diet as well. So you've got to eat all the right calories. Make sure you're not getting fat. You're not getting too skinny. So it's a lot of hard work. So it's a 24-hour job.
Well, with me, because I come from a boxing background. I did boxing for over 12 years, so I still like to box a couple of times a week, sparring. I even get my face punched a lot, which isn't good for the image, but I just love it's just the enjoyment, the adrenaline. Yeah. Do the boxing, the wrestling with each other, amateur wrestling, pro wrestling, and weights and cardio, and obviously the diet as well. Because weights-wise, we still got to keep maintain our muscle, powerlifting, everything.
Because normally, I mean, with a normal bodybuilder, they'll eat a certain amount, they'll go to the gym, they'll gain their size very quickly. With us is because we're working out, we're burning so many calories. We've got to increase our calories even more just to compensate. And some people are eating. I think an average bodybuilder eat 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day. I mean, we can eat up to 7,000 calories a day.
Wow.
And it's hard work. It is a lot of hard.
Yeah.
You look at the food sometimes, you're like, I don't want that no more. But you just got to force yourself into it. And it's a lot more control.
Because you guys have to look good as well. It's not just about being massive. It's got the image and everything, the six-pack, etc.
Yeah. And I think it's one of those things that a lot of bodybuilders relate to this. You get to a certain stage where you've figured out how your body works. Some people's metabolism's a lot quicker than others. And you'll have some weeks where you're getting larger and then you'll be like, okay, all right, I need to lose some fat now. So you just kind of level it out. And, your mind's always working.
Nice, cool. Nice. So the name, Team Perfection. I like it. Really cool name. How did you guys come up with it? Why Team Perfection? Why not anything else?
I think it was more of a gimmick, really. Because we're really nice blokes, but on stage we tend to act like the bad guys. We're the know-it-alls.
You know what a heel is?
No.
It means in wrestling terms the bad guy. A face is the good guy.
A face is the nice guy. So we're the heels.
Bit of wrestling terminology, I like that.
Exactly, yeah. So we got that. It was because one nickname was Picture Perfect. We as a Punjabi Prince, but we were called the Punjabi Pathan Connection. But it didn't really click.
It didn't sound very.
We thought it doesn't sound good. It's just too much. So we came out with just Team Perfection. We could give it a go. It sounds better. People understand.
Yeah, it's quite simple.
Because for people in this country, they don't understand what Punjab Pathan Connection is.
I think it's easy, and even when you go to the States, I think Team Perfection will.
Of course, that's right.
Roll out your
and
much easier.
I think the other thing is, with that name, it's got to have a meaning to it as well.
Yeah.
So, when we go out on stage, we will actually tell everyone we are perfect.
And we'll be hated
way.
in an instant.
Oh, they hate us. They absolutely hate us. But in a funny way. It's cool.
What's it like being the first British Asian, or one of the first British Asians, doing tag team wrestling?
I think we are the first ever tag team.
I think we are actually the first.
Oh, you are the first. What's that like? What is it?
It's brilliant.
It's good. It's good for us.
It makes us just
feel
unique.
Like pioneers to it. I feel quite,
Are you the first South Asian tag team, as in
not in the world, but in England?
British Asian, you guys are.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So that's still quite unique. That's still quite cool.
Yeah.
Okay, how successful has Team Perfection been in the ring? Do you guys hold any belts other than that one?
It was our first one.
Any belts?
First belt I'm taking.
No, we won a lot of competitions. The thing with the promoters is, they don't have belts. I mean, some of them do. and you've got to give it back to him at the end.
I'm having that back at the end.
No, that's ours now.
That is yours.
Temporary.
I'll take it after, not after the interview, but even after we depart from each other.
We'll wrestle after, we'll see, yeah?
Okay, tell us more about Team Perfection in terms of wrestling. I know you guys said you guys are the bad guys. I mean, who are your arch nemesis, if you have any? What is your entrance and exits like? What is your special moves, etc.? Like, please tell us all that.
We have a couple of opponents, yeah, the good faces people love, you know, the typical, Jack the Lad, you know, those kinds. And we're the typical, you know, big power, the muscle, the finesse. You know, we show off. We're going to beat you up. We're going to do everything dirty. We're not going to do anything nice. We're going to just slam you hard. And we're going to do big elbow drops. And we're going to tense our biceps. And we're going to look good.
I think 90% of the wrestlers that we wrestle always tend to be smaller than us. Okay. So automatically they look at them and think they're the good guys.
Okay.
Straight away, because they think we're so big, you know, we don't need to be.
And even with our entrances, that's the most important part of our match. We come in, we do a promo, which where you talk on the mic, we make fun of the crowd, we call a girl in the ring, and she'll come in to oil us up.
Okay.
And then when she's about to oil us up, we'll be like, you know what, look at you. You should be happy we're even asking you, but no, get out of the ring, because you're not that good for us. And
any particular song you guys come into, entrance music, or
no, really,
not really. At the moment, I think we're still trying to
find something.
And we've had a few mixture. We've gotten, what's the one that they choose all the time?
They put on
I don't like it.
Fugees, Ready or Not, or something. That was just randomly put on, and we thought, does that make sense?
Have you guys ever seen Rocky, the last Rocky?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you know when the champion comes out.
Oh yeah, it's a fight. 3-6
Mafia. Yeah, you guys should do that one.
We thought like that, but that doesn't. We got to be perfect. We got to have opera music, I think. Something.
I think it's gonna have a bit of Asian in it as well.
Asian opera.
Oh yeah, you could do that, like British Asian music or Bollywood music or something like that.
Can't be Bhangra because I ain't gonna do no Bhangra dancing.
Could do Bollywood then. That would be pretty jokes. That'd be pretty funny. Okay. So other than just being actual pro wrestlers, are you guys pro wrestling fans? I know you said you grew up watching it, but are you still pro wrestling fans?
Yeah, biggest.
Do you know a lot about it?
Everything.
I think we know from the start to all the politics as well.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a PhD on it. And
who did you guys admire when you were young? Who did you look up to when you were young, and who do you admire
Hulk Hogan
now?
Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior was another one. When I was actually young, about 3-4 years old, I used to even get my cousins to paint the little cartoon on my face.
I had the mask of a warrior, but my sister done it, and she put on actual makeup as a girl and tricked me. I thought, why even lipstick? She said, that's the warrior does that, but it was all a joke. I loved Hulk Hogan though.
And how about now? Because these guys are no longer wrestling. Yeah. Anyone that you look and go,
at this very moment in time, I'd say it's Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
The reason for that is he's one of those guys that can wrestle anybody he likes, and he'll always pull off a great match.
Amazing
and he's actually got a very good wrestling background in real life. He was an All-American champion, which is mat wrestling.
Okay.
And he was a champion in that, so he all
kind of Same with, you know, John Cena, obviously. Yeah, CM Punk, John Cena. Yeah.
And even like someone like Kurt Angle was a wrestler before
he's an Olympic wrestler.
He came to our gym last year, Kurt Angle.
Oh, nice.
It was amazing. Nice guy, real cool. Small guy, but he's a cool guy.
Oh,
and even, what's his name? Is it Brock Lesnar? He went to
UFC. And he was an All-American champion.
Oh,
he's back.
He's gone again now.
But he'll be back again.
Yeah, but he was an All-American champion as well beforehand, so he was also another amateur wrestler.
These wrestlers, as they say, they think they're just like show off, but they are, you know, backgrounds all tough.
It's the same with us. I mean, you know, right, fine, you know, they say wrestling is an act, whatnot. Try wrestling with us in real life.
Yeah.
Try wrestling with us in real life.
It won't be so fake then, you know, but...
Nice. I mean, like, but even someone like, you know, like The Rock, you must admire.
The Rock, yeah.
Even if he does, you know, go between wrestling and movies, etc. Yeah.
But
it's brilliant for WWE. It's brilliant for everyone having The Rock do two different things, and he's so entertaining. He's just the best. He's one of the most, you know, best wrestlers ever. Yeah. And on the mic, he's pure entertainment.
I think pro wrestling is one of those. I'd say it's one of the hardest jobs around, because not only do you have to wrestle, you've got to be in good shape, and you've got to be able to act. So that's three things all in one.
Yeah.
You know.
I can actually see you guys maybe in a Bollywood film. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
like, you know, Rock's gone to Hollywood. How about Bollywood?
Yeah, we'll do Bollywood. We won't mind the actresses there.
But not the dancing though. No, don't do the dancing.
Salman Khan, you guys could act with him.
Yeah, we'll take him out and we'll take his role. Yeah.
Just do that. Power slam him, Marie.
Power slams.
Okay, let's test your knowledge on pro wrestling. I think you guys knew it would come about as you come, and I have to do it. I want to see how much you guys actually know about tag teams.
Okay.
You guys are tag teams, so let's do famous tag teams. I'll name two wrestlers who are in a tag team. You guys name the tag team name.
Okay,
Cool?
sounds good.
Can I please get a like a meter or something on the side, like a score thing?
Who's
so
that?
We can see.
Is it between us or you?
No, as in you guys. I name the wrestlers.
we just
you
go
guys
with
say
that. Okay,
the
cool.
scores for you guys.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure everyone at home will play along.
Okay, yeah.
I'm actually hoping they play along. So then, let's see if they can beat you guys.
Let's go for it.
Wrestlers versus the audience. Okay. So for my example would be. If I said Hawk and Animal, you guys say the Road Warrior or
Legion of
Doom.
Doom.
Legion of Doom, yeah.
Okay, so let's start. The Road Dogg, Jesse James, and the
New Age Outlaws.
New Age Outlaws, part of DX.
Quite easy.
Yeah.
Devon and Bubba Ray.
Dudley Boys.
Dudley Boys, yeah.
Matt and Jeff.
Hardy
Hardy
Boys.
Earthquake and Typhoon.
Natural Disasters.
Shawn Michaels and
Rockers.
Marty
The
Jannetty. It's actually the Midnight Rockers. It's the Midnight
No,
Rockers.
it was the Rockers, but Midnight was before WWE. They took that away.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Booker T and Stevie Ray.
Harlem Heat.
How did that?
He's getting home. It's all you.
I'm a loser.
He's getting home. Ted DiBiase and IRS.
Money Inc.
Oh, nice one. That's just quite.
No, you said Ted DiBiase, Money. Inc. Yeah, that's right. Money Inc.
Money Inc. You got it right.
Yeah,
you got it right.
I'm burning ahead of
Rick
these.
and Scott.
Steiner Brothers.
Steiner Brothers, yeah, I remember.
Axe, Smash and Crush.
Demolition.
Damn, yeah, you're getting all these. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash.
Scott and Kevin Nash. No, the NWO. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash.
Yeah, the
NWO. And before that.
And then it was...
No, but what's their tag team? No, NWO's right.
Yeah.
It's like
Wolfpack. No.
the New Age Outlaws and DX, but what's their tag team name? That's their crew name. What's the tag team name? I can't give you...
They weren't the Clique. They
I
were
can't give you
NWO. Scott, because that was WCW. Oh, what was their name?
Actually, I think they're the only WCW ones I've got out here. That's why
Give me
you're
a clue.
confused. I can't give you a clue. I'm just going to tell you. It's the Outsiders.
That's it, Outsiders. How did I forget? I know that.
Because they're really big, because they initially were in WWF.
Yeah, alright, carry on.
Yeah, and then they came in.
Bret Hart and Jim
Hart
Neidhart.
Foundation.
Hart Foundation, yeah.
I was going to say managed by Jimmy Hart, but you guys got it. Scotty Too Hottie and Grandmaster Sexay.
Too cool.
Too cool.
I love their entrances, by the way. Too cool. Brian Knobs and Jerry Sags.
Nasty Boys.
Yeah,
Nasty
nice.
Boys.
Undertaker and Kane.
Brothers of Destruction.
Nice.
Bloody hell, mate.
This is too easy.
The next one you probably...
I thought it was the PhD
the next one. The Rock and Mankind.
Rock and Sock.
Oh, Rock and Sock Connection, yeah.
That's
Two
I
good,
got one finally.
one wrong, and that was the only...
But that don't count. Let's redo that. Outsiders, yeah.
Nice one, really nice. I don't think most of the audience...
I wasn't a WCW fan that much, so that's why.
It was all this WWE in it.
Yeah.
No, but that's really good. That's really
all right.
good. You got majority of that stuff. Yeah, that's really good. That shows that you guys are not only pro wrestlers.
We're fans.
You're big
Hardcore.
wrestling
That's
fans.
the point. You can't be a fan to know this stuff.
Yeah,
you got to be a fan of wrestling.
definitely.
I think he's missed a few as well.
No. There are a couple of others. But I
loads
just
of tag
had to,
teams,
I had to
yeah.
like pin it down to the ones I know and the ones you
yeah,
would
yeah.
know. Believe me, there were some I found out that you guys would not know. Okay, back to the interview after the game. So where do you think you guys will be in 5 to 10 years? Is TNA, WWE, or somewhere else?
I think that is our goal.
WWE and TNA, mainly WWE. TNA also, still up for that, but WWE is where we were born and brought up watching. So you've got to be in something that was your
I think it's
dream.
one of those businesses that we know the most about.
Yeah. I think with the knowledge we have as well, as we just showed, actually helps us with, trying to break into that. WWE is obviously, they're always open to bringing in new styles of wrestlers, this, that. I think even just one match in WWE, that would be great for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
No possibility of anywhere else? You guys-
TNA Ring Cooking, because that's part of TNA anyway.
Japan.
And
Yeah.
Japan, New Japan Pro would be...
But I mean, like, if you guys didn't get into TNA or WWE, would you be too upset if you were wrestling somewhere else?
I think I wouldn't be too upset. I think...
It's a good money, by the way. Do you still become famous and you still become rich? And
Yeah.
I think New Japan Pro would be another third one. I think that would be...
Because Japan's fan base is
massive,
huge.
huge.
Yeah. Oh, they love it out there.
Oh,
yeah.
God,
We've
yeah.
already got fans in Japan.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, we
Can
have.
you say hi to your Japanese fans?
Konnichiwa. Is that
Nice! And in Japanese.
Oh, there you go.
Cool. So, like, if you were doing anything else other than TNA or WWE, would you still be aiming to be in those two federations anyway?
Yeah, I think
Or would
so.
you be happy somewhere else?
I'd be happy. I think what would most probably happen is if we do ever go into another big firm, they'll see us and then, you get your fan base increasing. Eventually, the bigger companies are going to start looking at you again thinking, wow.
Are you hoping one day Vince will call you up? Boys,
Yeah, that
you're going to have to come here. We got Monday Night Raw for you
We
guys.
have that voice on that phone. That's it. I'll probably faint.
Oh, Yeah.
Can you imagine if you guys got
Vince's
Man as
voice.
well?
Oh.
Who do you reckon calls you up? Do you reckon it's Vince himself?
I hope it would be, yeah, directly Vince.
That would be,
I probably missed that call as well.
So cool.
Calls me 6 a.m, I'll be asleep.
Calling you straight from America.
Can you leave a voicemail, please?
Vince McMahon on voicemail. How cool is that?
Mr. McMahon.
So if you guys were not in pro wrestling, if you were doing something else, what do you think you'd be doing?
I think I'd be turning pro as a boxer right now.
Okay.
That was my passion when I was a kid as well, boxing and wrestling, but because there was no wrestling around near to me, I was always boxing. Everything was boxing. I love it so much.
What about like something like personal training? You guys mentioned that you did something like that.
Yeah, doing that, yeah.
I've done it. You know, it's fun, but
it's not a career.
It's not.
Unless you have your own like gym and things like that, then yeah. But if you're just doing it on the side, no. But I'd rather be a pro boxer as well.
I think actually starting a gym would be quite cool.
Yeah.
That would be really
do you think if you were a pro boxer, you could get to like the heights of someone like Amir Khan?
I think I'd get to the height of Floyd Mayweather if I wanted to. Honestly.
What were you?
I like that cockiness. I like that.
I was good. I won championships as an amateur. I was a good boxer, but the thing was, the only problem was the weight cutting and studying at the same time didn't really go together, and I just got fed up of it. But yeah, I reckon I'd have been world champ, no problem. I think I can still do it.
Holding the real thing then.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, can you tell all the kids watching out there, like what they can do to achieve their dreams, like what they have to do to become pro wrestlers? Because I know must be a lot of kids out there wanting to be pro wrestlers, but what they can actually do to be there. But please mention that you can't practice at home.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no way, not at home.
Unless you want to practice on your teacher.
Yeah, if you can speak to the audience.
Work hard, work as hard as you possibly can. Study, listen to your parents. Look after yourself, you know, make sure your health's good. Don't drink, don't smoke. And whatever your dreams are, keep out of trouble. And whatever your dreams are, make sure you go for them.
And eat loads of food.
And eat loads of food. All the good food. All the good
Go
food.
to the gym, train, watch some old school Schwarzenegger videos, you know, even still, you know, even like follow us.
And the other thing is, if you do want to learn how to wrestle, get a proper trainer, get a teacher, because it is very, very dangerous. Because
now with the internet, it's easier to help. So find out on the internet where you can find someone to train with, go for it. You know, if it's your passion, you want to do it, then take a risk and do it. You know. Don't sit around, don't be nervous, don't be shy. We used to be nervous and shy kids, but confidence builds up when you do something like that.
I mean, we do get a lot of people who go to our training schools as well, and you'll see them, they'll come in and they're the most quietest people you'll ever meet in your life. But as soon as they've practiced a bit, they've actually gone out in the ring and done it in front of people, completely different person. It just opens them up. Yeah. So it's great for confidence. Absolutely great for confidence.
Really good. That's really good. Yeah. I'm sorry, but we've come to the end of the interview.
That's okay.
Really sorry, guys.
But,
I'd love to continue more, and I'm sure I've got loads more questions, but it's unfortunate that we've come to the end. I would like to thank you guys for being our guests today.
I mean, you can always get hold of us if you ever do want to on Twitter.
We're on at Jonny_Z, Z-A-I-D, or at Zed Wrestler, which is all in one. Z-A-I-D Wrestler. Yeah. That's it. We're on Facebook. Zed Khan, as Gill. Let us know. We'll give you tweets and updates and even like advice on anything.
But thank you for being our guest today. It's been very interesting.
Nice.
I think a lot of people have learned a lot out there.
Hopefully.
Definitely.
And thank you all for watching. It's been a real pleasure. I hope to see you all again, hopefully one day soon, with as great a guests as these two. I have to say bye and see you soon. Take care.